What do you think students and teachers have to lose if you choose not, or you feel like you can't teach like yourself?
I feel like you miss out on those natural sparks that arise in the classroom. I've probably done this 1,000 times in the classroom, but I almost envision myself teaching and having a child ask an amazing question, but it's not a question that I want to answer, or it's not on my script. So it's like, oh, we'll get to that later, and I just keep going. But you know, in that moment, you've just lost an amazing opportunity to learn. And so I think that's one of the things you lose is just the natural growth that happens.
I think that what teachers lose if they don't teach like themselves is their very persona and identity in the classroom. I think that's the first and foremost. When I started teaching, there was such an eagerness to be a cover band, playing other people's songs, right? And playing the hits, but they never really felt in tune. And I think that is immediately perceived. And if you feel like you're wearing someone else's clothes, there's only, you know, so much comfort you're going to feel in that environment. So what you lose, I think, is you in a very real sense.
And I'm thinking about like the Beatles, right? Like, what if they only ever played cover, right? Like, not that that was bad, but like we would have lost all of that. Like, when we think about all these creatives in the world, if all they ever did was copy others, like what a loss that would be. And like, what if every teacher saw themselves as the Beatles or whatever they're, right, of their profession, and like you have something unique to contribute, and we're going to lose that, and your kids will lose that if you don't show up willing to take that risk.
Sure, it's not to say you shouldn't, right? Start there, right?
Yeah.
It's not to say that you can't in the beginning say, here's something that you did that I found very effective and I want to put it into my toolbox and try it out. But if that's where you end, ultimately you're doing a version of their teaching. And it's very hard to then build something new.
So it sounds like it's not only that we lose out as teachers, but our students lose out too.
Absolutely.
Right. That's why it's so important.
I think if every teacher taught like themselves, school would be an interesting place. My initial reaction is calm for some reason. I feel like when everyone's showing up, being brave and secure in who you are, that security enables you to do so many things. It enables you to be honest. It enables you to receive feedback. It enables you to take risks. For some reason, my initial gut response to that, it was this idea of it would be calm and productive and honest and fun.
It'll be fun.
Yeah,
Certainly
it really would be fun.
Some teachers are willing to be their true selves and put themselves out there. It could inspire those teachers who maybe are less veteran teachers, or maybe just less confident in their own abilities in the room, and that would hopefully beget the confidence and the vulnerability from the students. So I think this is one of those truly contagious approaches.
I think it would be such a joyful place to learn, and you know, I think if we could do that, what an amazing way it would be to change the culture of a school. I think too, it changes the way you view your students when you're feeling that joy. And I think it helps us to be more gracious towards our kids. When you have that joy again, that could really be revolutionary.
I think that the possibility would be wide open, because when we're acting like the way we think we're supposed to, like our range of choices becomes so narrow and small. So if everybody saw like boundless opportunity to like show up and create, I think students would be creating more and learning more, teachers would be creating and learning more, and they'd be places that were like magnetic, that everyone would want to go to. I wrote Teach Like Yourself because so many teachers, whether those are brand new teachers who were saying, you know, I'm not really sure my teaching style yet, and I know I want to be a good teacher, but I'm not sure what that means, and so many veteran teachers who are suffering from burnout all are getting the message, or often are getting the message, that it's not okay to be themselves, that they have to be the cookie cutter of the person in the book they read or what they think their administrator is looking for. And what really we need is for teachers to be able to own who they are, their gifts, their strengths, their challenges, and bring all of that into the classroom. Because we know that students learn the best they can when they show up as themselves, and they can't do that when teachers aren't given permission to do the same.